Yeah, I'm going to get a pizza oven before I buy a house.
It's going to be worse than moving in with a cat. It's like I got this pizza oven I need space for.
Do you have any space for my giant pizza?
It's about 30 foot.
I'm sorry.
It's about damn 30-foot pizza oven.
And it is wood burning.
This baby chokes out a lot of smoke.
That was a early topic of Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop. She was like, if everyone in the world could just have a pizza oven in their backyard, it would solve humanity's issues.
I agree with her. You know what I mean? Everyone's just being lazy.
Yeah.
Just be lazy.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't afford a pizza oven. You know what? Gwyneth Paltrow is a self-made woman. You don't play Elizabeth in a day. You know what I mean? And it takes years to build a pizza oven like she did.
Gwyneth Paltrow, if I may, is the Joe Rogan of women. She really is. With Goop and everything, it's just like, it's not necessarily like it's not bad enough to be like universally condemned, but it's like, it's pretty bad. Like it's bad.
It's just like if you rub like honey butter on something, you shouldn't go to the doctor.
Told women to like put like like a gold egg in their vagina. It's just like, why? What do you need that for?
Like not even on Easter.
Yeah, just on Easter.
Also, I like that's similar to the pizza oven. The presumption of like you can get a solid gold egg, right?
You can afford this 12-karat gold egg just to sit in your vag all day.
Yeah, they're just handing out vagina eggs left and right. You can't.
Out of touch. You're out of touch.
I mean, like, it contributed to like a whole generation of women who just believe, like.
Is it really that pervasive?
I think, there's like these not like. I mean, I'm trash, so no, not me personally, but like I do know women who have these like weird health lifestyle interests that are like driven by those like goopy theories.
And that's
like the girl in that video who's like, I'm healthy in the CVS. I'm healthy.
Well, no, that is where a ton of people jumped on board with QAnon, is in like yoga and like weird crystal communities and shit like that. So, so I guess what we're saying is Gwyneth Paltrow is to blame for the events of January the 6th.
Yes.
This is my contention. Has been forever.
January the 6th was the insurrection.
January 6th is Rivers' birthday.
It's my birthday. I watched Royal Tenenbaums 8 times.
Gwyneth Paltrow is directly responsible for Rivers' birth, by which I mean she's his mom.
I mean, Gail Langley listens to this podcast.
This is true.
Shout out to Gail.
Yeah. Oh, I love the name Gail.
Gail's a gem.
Gail's a great name.
Shout out to Gail and Gwyneth.
Gail and Gwyneth.
My two moms. We got Carly Garber is with us today.
Hello.
Welcome
Thank
to the
you.
pod.
Thanks
for
for
being
having me.
here. I decided, since we have a guest, that we would, we'd take a break from the energy drink thing today and go for.
Normally we drink a ton of energy drinks.
Normally we. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
do you like
You saw the
energy
fridge,
drink?
yeah.
That explains why Carter is the way he is. Like 6 p.m. and he's like, I can't sleep till 4. Why?
I constantly got stuff flowing through my veins.
Well, for this one, I figured we would go with the Birmingham Ambrosia.
Oh, yes.
That is Buffalo Rock
Thank you.
Southern Spice Ginger Ale.
Oh, Carly, have you ever had one of these?
No, this
I
is.
do love ginger ale.
This,
Okay.
Well, this is.
This is going to be the most.
It's going to be interesting
I don't.
to see your
I don't
reaction.
exactly know what
Southern
to.
Spice.
What quite
When
to expect
ordinary
here.
won't do.
Yeah.
Sam, have you had one of these before?
No, why would I ever go to Alabama to drink ginger ale?
Well, you might.
I mean, if you find yourself there.
There's 40 grams of sugar.
Also,
Yeah.
first sentence on the can: Buffalo Rock Garden Ginger Ale had beginnings on the battlefields of the Civil War.
Oh, no.
Confederate
This is a
soda.
racist
Yeah,
ginger
we're
ale.
drinking racist soda. Thanks, Rivers.
Yeah.
Am I going to become racist if I drink this?
How do you think Stonewall got to be where he was? He drank the Southern Spice Ginger Ale.
I don't know if this is like a Chick-fil-A situation either, where you can like look past it. It's just like, yeah, I'm good on the weird salt drink.
Are there buffalo in the South? There's not.
It's buffalo horn. It's sheer buffalo horn. No,
that's right. Yeah, ground up buffalo horn.
I usually buy that in a pill at 7-Eleven.
that with my horny goat weed.
Horny buffalo horn.
Yeah, and my cheese pop, my Fridays TGI
My
poppers.
stamina has never been better.
So this doesn't even have caffeine in it.
Yeah, so
Oh, it doesn't?
I guess not.
Most ginger ale
Caffeine
doesn't.
free.
I don't think.
Caffeine
So
free.
what's the fucking point?
Well, I brought back
tell
a
you.
ton of sodas. It was one of the luxuries of driving back from Alabama. Was I got to do basically a huge grocery store run of energy drinks and regional sodas. So
Regional soda.
I mean,
Yeah.
the fridge has been completely stacked with them as if like that was going to give us sustenance in the apocalypse. Like there was no room
that's
for
a good-
groceries.
A good thing to have.
You know how there's root beer and Coke floats, everybody? This ginger ale claims it's good when poured over ice cream. So that just makes me want
I
to throw
bet.
this can out the window before even opening
so
it.
You just needed something else good.
to make it good.
So I will say that
Tangy. Refreshingly tangy, it says. All right.
I anticipate this being maybe the most divisive thing because personally,
it's a unique. Yeah,
I'm a big fan. But
It smells just
me and
like
Rivers
regular,
grew up drinking this shit.
Right,
So.
right. Yeah,
Kind of smells like a ginger
it's
beer
yeah,
kind of
it's
thing.
it's more close to a ginger beer than it is to a ginger ale. But
Whew. That's like spicy. A
Uh-huh.
little spicy.
Southern there's Tony
you could,
Chachery's
make,
in
like,
it.
you could make like a good mule with this.
that was
Yeah.
what I was
Yeah.
thinking. Is you could get some whiskey and it would be right dandy.
Yeah,
I don't know if I like it, but I mean, I
Yeah.
wouldn't just like drink it
It
by
definitely
itself.
gives you a tingle on the back of the throat. Yeah, you need some ice cream.
yeah.
I don't want to turn into a buffalo, so I feel like that's the effects of it. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, this is also very good if you're sick, if you got like a sinus infection or something, because it dynamites out your
Just-
fucking sinuses.
Just ginger. Just
Yeah,
straight
just
ginger.
real. I mean, hey, but aren't you privileged to feel how John Bell Hood felt on the battlefield
I do. I
of
feel
the Civil War?
I feel like I suddenly hate some specific groups of people. It's weird.
You feel like Pierre Gustave Touton Beauregard as he shelled Fort Sumter.
That's
She
what I
said
was
that to me
thinking.
before, before all this, and that exact phrasing.
Yeah, no,
It's not even
I say it
fucking-
in bed.
It makes me feel very inadequate.
There's not even ginger in the ingredient list.
Oh, good.
So I think the burn is probably sodium benzoate.
Yeah,
Rivers,
I bet like
where exactly did you pick this up?
At Publix in Auburn, Alabama. Yeah.
Great.
Publix is a south thing.
Yeah.
Is it a South thing
We
only?
don't have them in
Yeah.
Chicago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
they got-
God.
it's a Florida.
Great chicken fingers.
Yes.
I'm here to tell you.
Well, I just
You can't get those everywhere.
Not like
Only at
this.
Publix.
They got weird salt drinks and good chicken fingers.
I read a story where Publix shut down, and there was some college kid who was tweeting about when the chicken finger subs were hot at his local Publix. Like, because whenever I guess somehow he had a inside source for when they dropped the chicken, so he would tweet about
Chicken
it.
drop.
And Publix,
I like that this post that like for sure got like 3 likes.
No.
I'm like, what are they doing with the
No.
chicken finger?
he had like 40,000 fucking followers.
Oh, shit.
And
Never mind, I
Publix
stand
sent him
corrected.
a cease and desist. It's like, motherfucker, he's giving you a service. Like, So-
There's some shady goings on.
Publix is
at
kind of on
Publix.
my shit list right now after
This
reading
is the
that.
kind of thing that makes the news in the South.
Yeah. Did you hear they're shutting down Publix, kid? Fuck that.
When am I gonna know if it's hot or not?
Get the rope.
I'm sweating. Is that,
Yikes.
Hey, that's a reference to Pace Picante salsa.
I'm sweating. Is that because of the Buffalo Rock or the vaccine?
Probably a little both.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Carter,
Yeah, it probably doesn't mix good with Pfizer.
under the weather yesterday. You're feeling good today, though?
Oh, I feel better than good. I feel great. I feel just ready to take on. I could fight somebody right now.
All right,
all
all
let's
right.
fucking go.
me and Sam, or as I call him, Sham. He's
We're gonna duke it out in the parking
shirtless duke out. This is a shirtless duke out. You've heard of it?
Yeah, that's another Southern tradition.
Yeah.
Shirtless duke out.
Yeah.
Shirts off, front yard. Let's do this.
Who can take the biggest dump?
Yeah, who can-
It's a duke out.
I imagine
that ain't no dump.
little little white boys in the South, shirts off, rat tail, full rat tail, and you're like,
you agree to no face shots.
I was gonna say, describing my 1994.
Well, that's interesting because I recently was like thinking about. I was like, there was one summer where every white boy in the hood in the neighborhood had a not the hood, but not that hood.
That's what we used to call it. Yeah.
Had a rat tail, and I said 1994. I was like, it's definitely was the year. It was the rat tail.
Hey, you look at the years of baseball when the Atlanta Braves were doing the best. Yeah. That was the rat tail years.
I mean, the combo was the bowl cut / rat tail.
Oh yeah,
it looks like a big blonde jellyfish on top of a young stupid boy's head. And
God, I don't know if I ever saw that one. I always just saw people with like the Sting flat top haircut and then the rat tail.
Yeah, I saw some twins in my school who had that. Yeah, I was like, whose goons are these? Whose henchmen have to have the stupid blonde jellyfish haircut?
Did anybody tie the twins' rat tails together? Because that would be the funniest thing.
Their
ever.
parents, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't want
to. You have to keep them together.
They tie them together. They're like, now chase this greased hog.
They're both just sitting back to back against her playing Game Boys. What will it be like when one of us gets married? Do we stay with the other?
They're not conjoined. They're just attached by the rat tail. But what will sex be like? How will we do it?
I wonder, will you feel it too?
Oh my God. I got speaking of Florida, fun story breaking out of Florida. This is WWE's referee Drake Wirtz, who used to wrestle under the name Drake Younger, zoomed into a Seminole County Board of Commissioners meeting yesterday, wearing his NXT shirt, so at work, in work clothes, and said this.
Commissioner Delary, I would like to turn my attention to you, sir. You've been a strong advocate for victims of human trafficking through your work with the Lifeboat Project. I commend you for doing so, sir. Continuing this mask mandate only puts vulnerable children at risk of being preyed upon by traffickers and predators. Nonverbal cues are often a first sign of distress in identifying potential victim of human trafficking. Sorry, I'm emotional.
No.
Forcing and normalizing face coverings only makes it easier for sex traffickers to target kids in our community. Protect Seminole County children, Commissioner Delary. And I would like to close with the 30 seconds that I have by calling for the immediate resignation of Emergency Manager Alan Harris. He's an awful...
There's the scary part, is everybody's like, yeah, this guy.
For a second, I thought he put his own clapping track on there.
God bless the great free state of Florida.
Yeah, so...
Republicans are obsessed with sex trafficking. They think kids are just getting,
Yeah.
fucked.
They're obsessed with making the COVID into a conspiracy for it's like a sex trafficker's paradise.
Yeah,
and we're all guilty. I knew every time I wore a mask that I was complicit in sex trafficking. I know that when I do it now.
It's literally the argument is like you can't see the terror on their faces as they're being kidnapped.
Honestly,
like any
kid, take it down if you were
right.
It's not glued on. I'm getting kidnapped. Leave it on. Leave it
on. But yeah, keep quiet if you know what's good for you.
That guy was the former lead referee at NXT, WWE's developmental program down in Florida, and then he got demoted earlier in the
Not
spring.
a fan of luchadors, I'd imagine.
No, I guess
anyone who wears a mask.
Probably not. He got demoted for basically re-parloring, whatever their version of retweeting is on Parler, a bunch of Proud Boy and QAnon stuff, and so now this has happened. So, but yeah, Dr. Pat sent that to me along with another related thing, which is they're having a QAnon wrestling event coming up soon called Take Down Trafficking.
It's like while we're steeped in fake shit.
There's a fucking, and it's like, it's so funny because I'm like, oh, it's a church now because this is what churches do is have fucking Jesus wrestling stuff. So
that one guy is a visor.
Yeah, he looks like Johnny Cage.
Who are they? Yeah, do you know who these wrestlers are?
No, it doesn't actually say on the poster. They just have a guy who looks like he's wearing like Johnny Cage / Bret Hart / Geordie LaForge sort of glasses, and then there's another guy who, as Pat says, looks like one of the guys on Hair Club for Men.
From the same hometown of The Undertaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just seems like they took pictures of real people and photoshopped them enough so that they didn't have to pay them to use their image.
They just took people from the insurrection and photoshopped their face on muscle bodies.
Nothing helps sex trafficking more than 4 dudes rolling around in a ring.
I mean, yeah, you feel like you're doing something.
Yeah, you're distracting people from the sex trafficking.
Look over here.
We're well aware that our fan base is generally made up of sex traffickers, and now they're distracted, you see. Oh, boy. Well, the crying was...
Yeah.
That was wild. And there was I found that on David Bixenspan's Twitter, and he's like a wrestling journalist. And it literally started with him being like, so if anybody was wondering why it looked like Drake Younger was crying last night on TV, it's because he was, and then shared that like that. He did that and then literally went out and was on national television.
Do you think it was a crying it's like I'm bombing crying, like I don't want to be here right now crying?
No, I think it was I'm whacked out on pills and booze, and I think that everything's a conspiracy crying.
Yeah.
After
having gotten the second vaccine now, I'm becoming an anti-vaxxer.
Yeah.
And that's all you need, really. That combats COVID more than the vaccine, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's just pills and booze and insanity.
It would be so emotional and depressing if you believed everything, all the conspiracies. If you were just like I would be crying too. I was like, Sasquatch, and I'm just sobbing.
Oh man, I'm so sad that Sasquatch has just disappeared. Man, no one talks about Sasquatch anymore.
There's a Hulu.
I wonder why. Are we not 8 years old anymore, guys?
Yeah, it's still cool to think about, though.
There is a Hulu documentary.
I watched it.
You watched it? I watched the first couple episodes.
At midnight on the night it dropped.
Ooh.
Fucking dropped on 420. Perfect timing, by the way.
As a good Sasquatch guy, was it good?
Oh, it was outstanding. Yeah, it sort of turned into just like I never want to go to Northern California pretty quickly. It started off being
that's where the Sasquatch is.
Well, yeah, and you get killed on the pot farm there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, if you've ever been out just the mountains of Northern California, you could just be like, anybody could kill me right now. Nobody would ever know.
That's been very pleasant to NorCal, as I call it.
Then don't watch this movie, because that's the plot of the movie. No one will ever find the person who kills you out here.
I know. It devolved into just like the violence of that era in NorCal, but
yeah.
I mean, maybe if you're high all the time and you believe in
but I also feel that way in the middle of LA, so
I feel perfectly
that
safe
you might be attacked by a Bigfoot.
No, that might just be like killed I mean people would see, but
okay.
I was in
a trench coat.
That would be rad. Yeah,
I was doing work at Starbucks yesterday, and I was like sitting on the same table as like a guy, and he was very nice, but randomly someone made there was like a commotion. And it was fine. But then this guy was like, hey. And I was like, hey. And he was like, did you hear earlier today some random dude went up to someone at Starbucks and killed them? And I was like,
holy shit.
And I was like,
Mace. And
I was like, is this a coy thing that it's you? I was like terrified.
Wow, what a criminal genius. I bet they'll never find him anyway. Bye.
Real sad. And I was like, pack my laptop up.
Wow.
There was a shooting on the west. It wasn't there was someone went through the drive-through of a Starbucks and killed someone, but
that's a weird way to put it.
Terrifying way to put it.
Also, don't put it. Just don't talk about it to a stranger.
That makes me think of someone who probably just moved here and is like still like has like kind of a small town thing of like being the town crier. It's like there's been a shooting up the street. Yeah. And you do that in LA, and people are like, "Oh God, was it you?"
Oh, yeah, it was like someone just like dropped something on the other side of the street. And he's like, "You hear about the other bad stuff?" Like, this is just constant here. I don't need to.
Yeah, weather's gonna change.
Storms are coming.
Storms are brewing. I can tell because my knee feels bad.
Yeah, you're the first person that didn't mace him that day.
Yeah.
I think after starting a fucking sentence like that to a stranger.
I need to invest in some pepper spray. Probably.
Yeah, get you some pepper spray. You might as well hit him with that, and then while he's blinded, get you one of those kitty cat shaped things you put on your keychain that has knives on it. You just punch
those are
him.
illegal, Rivers.
What?
Yeah,
not at my
not at my brass knuckle technically.
Not at my gun show.
But if we go to the smoke shop down the street, we can buy tasers that look like all sorts of things.
Or you could just buy a gun.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's go to the valley. But how much is mace? I'm not. I don't.
And also zip ties and,
how much is it?
and a pillowcase. Duct tape, lawn darts, and lye. How much are these things?
I mean, they can't be that expensive, right? Just go to Home Depot, collect that shit up. I don't know,
like $5-6. It can't be that much.
I bet it's more than that. If you want the good stuff, if you don't want the cheap stuff.
If you want the fire extinguisher full of bear mace,
I want one that looks like something else. You know what I'm talking about? It's like, oh, is that a cute pencil case? No.
Or like an iPhone.
That's the smoke shop's trick. They have all these like tasers that just look like that.
Do you need a license to buy a taser?
No, I saw these two kids with them.
How do you just get a taser?
What were they doing?
They're just trying to tase each other.
Were their rat tails tied together?
No.
Now there's
the
a game.
twins.
That'd be too easy to tase each other.
Oh, but think about how funny it would be if you were just looking at it.
It's like spinning around in the middle of the street.
Ow! Damn it! Damn it!
Do you like black out from a tase if you're?
I don't know. I've never been tased.
I was gonna
personally.
I mean, I'm looking at Sam as though he has been tased.
Carly, you got to buy a taser and then tase all of us.
I can't
No,
be
I would do
tased.
it.
I have epilepsy. I'm not going to
No,
get tased for this podcast.
Come on.
For the Patreon.
It's not even a video podcast.
No, we would just hear the tasing.
Yeah.
Actually, that's okay. I listened to a morning show, a morning radio show
Where they tased each other.
They tased one of their disc jockeys, and he like shit his pants.
Yeah, that sounds about
But
right.
yeah, it's like you can't see it, so it's just like like on the radio. And they're like, he shit himself.
It's for proof. Like,
Wish I could see that.
It smells so bad.
Wish I could see the shit.
In high def.
Speaking of shit, federal agents raided Rudy Giuliani's apartment today.
Oh yeah, what did they find?
Bunch of gay porn.
A bunch of teaser copies of Borat too.
Yeah. So they got his iPad, his iPhone, and stuff like that.
Really?
Whoa.
So they were. This is all tied to an investigation into Giuliani's dealings in Ukraine, and this is the part that I felt was pertinent to our discussion, which is actually back in. Episode 1. I think it's episode 123 that I did with Narada Moore and Nick Thomas in the park. We were talking about the fact that Rudy Giuliani's doorman is the most ride or die motherfucker on the planet. Like Rudy Giuliani must hand him like a suitcase full of bloody money every Christmas because when they were trying to serve his lawsuit for the Dominion voting thing, his door guy like fought off the service guy trying to serve the thing.
That's just good help.
I'll tell you what, you can't afford it these days.
He wouldn't let him into the building. At one point, like they tried to shove the papers that let him know he was being served into a SUV, and the guy like grabbed an umbrella and was like trying to knock him out of the door and shit like that, so Giuliani could get away.
That's why there's security. I used to work at the Bird Scooter's office, and they had security, and one of their things was that they were outside the actual office. So if somebody tried to serve them papers at the office, they'd just be like, "Get out of here!"
Oh my god! And I'm sure that happened all the fucking time.
Yeah, possibly because they were a third party. They had nothing to do with the bird business. business.
Do you think today Rudy Giuliani looked at that guy and was like, "Where were you on that one, dipshit?"
Well, that's why I said. So, a resident of Giuliani's Upper East Side apartment building on 66th Street said the doorman described greeting the agents at 6 a.m., but then letting them pass when they displayed a search warrant. So, in this case, it was like, you know what? I guess I can stop Seth Rogen's character from Pineapple Express. I cannot stop the fucking.
Guess I'll stop colluding.
You can't stop the federal government from coming in here. So yeah, but anyway, they're basically investigating whether or not he collaborated with Russian oligarchs and Ukrainian oligarchs.
Kind of a collab.
Yeah, it's an iconic collab.
It's an iconic collab. It's
It's a hot collab.
Are you interested? DM me for a collab. That's how he got it. He went on Instagram and said,
I would like a collab.
DM me for a collab.
Biggest collab since Miley Cyrus and Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa.
Did I do that right? Did I do
Dua
it?
Lipa.
Huh?
That's future nostalgia.
I don't know who it was. Some celebrity, older celebrity. I can't remember who it was, but they pronounced. She goes, Dilipo or something like that.
Dilipo? Someone at an award show is like Sharon Stone
like
or something.
Depot.
Home Depot.
Dua Depot.
I actually do have a funny Russian involved story that is really truly one of the funniest things I've ever read. So this is from The Guardian.
Ugh, I keep drinking. Why do I keep drinking?
I know.
I can't stop either.
I keep getting like a little blowback.
I already drank a Arizona iced tea today. I shouldn't have this much sugar.
It's like drinking indigestion. It's like I immediately feel it in the back of my throat.
A Russian man who joined a Chinese boy band competition show on a whim, but quickly regretted his decision, has finally been released from his ordeal after making it all the way to the finals.
He's been he got disqualified right before he won.
Vladislav Ivanov, a 27-year-old part-time model from Vladivostok, was working on the show Produce Camp 2021 as a translator when producers reportedly noticed his good looks and asked him to sign up as a contestant. Ivanov told the program he had been asked, quote, if I'd like to try a new life, and agreed, but quickly came to regret the decision. Unable to leave on his own without breaching his contract and paying a large fine, he instead begged viewers to send him home and deliberately perform poorly in hopes of being voted off. The program concept, which originated in Korea, pits young performers against each other to train and eventually form an 11-member international boy bands chosen by a voting public.
A boy brand.
Yeah. Ivanov and his fellow contestants were sequestered in dorm rooms on Hainan Island, and their phones were confiscated. Using the stage name Lelouch, Ivanov told viewers, quote, please don't love me. You'll get no results. And repeatedly pleaded with people not to vote for him.
The old reverse psychology don't vote for me thing.
His first song was a half-hearted Russian rap in stark contrast to the high pop of his competitors. Quote, please don't make me go to the finals. I'm so tired. Quote, I hope the judges won't support me. While the others want to get an A, I want to get an F. Because F stands for freedom.
He's being held hostage.
Yes, also,
Show.
yeah. Also, this dude is humble bragging his nuts off. He's just like, please don't love my beautiful voice.
I'm gorgeous.
my gorgeous physique and my beautiful voice. Please don't vote for me as much as you want to.
Do you say it's called Produce Camp?
Yeah, or produce.
When he said produce, I was like, "Is this?" And I imagined like a rural Russian farming.
He's from Alabama.
Yeah. Produce camp.
Like where they farm to the best of them.
I make best rutabaga.
Please do not vote for me.
His pleas went unanswered, however, as he was propelled through 3 months of competition and 10 episodes, plus supplemental digital content. A fan base which had taken his grumpy anti-celebrity persona, perhaps driven by Schadenfreude, urged each other to vote for him and, quote, Let him 996, a reference to China's digital industry of chronic overwork. So that's 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 days a week. So it's like, let's 996 this motherfucker.
This is just a very, very public kidnapping.
And everyone's just like laughing at it.
That WWE guy should make a crying video for his release.
Every time I see someone wearing a mask, I think about the children.
Well, imagine if you were forced to be on The Bachelor. Like, if you didn't want to be in The Bachelor, and you were you had to be on it. And you kept being like, please don't give me a rose. And then every week you got a rose.
That would be kind of
dehumanizing to this man.
Yeah, that would almost be worse if you didn't want it, because you just don't get privacy. At least you get some semblance of privacy in jail. Well, maybe not.
Carter considered jail very private.
Yeah, it's nice. It's like a resort.
Get your own room.
Yeah, you get your own workout bar.
Others have called him, quote, the most miserable wage slave, and then celebrated him as an icon of sang culture, which is a Chinese millennial concept of having a defeatist attitude towards life. So they're like, you're depressed. We're depressed. We love you, man. After making it to the final, Ivanov grumpily ate a lemon on camera and said that he hoped people would not support him again. Quote, I'm not kidding, he said in deadpan. He was eventually voted out in the final episode.
Man had to go to the championship.
He got that Clay Aiken spot, dude. That's awesome.
So now he's like forced to host the morning show.
He said, quote, I'm finally getting off work. He posted on his Weibo account the next day a Weibo hashtag, which is the Chinese government approved Twitter, related to his departure and was viewed over 180 million times. So the Russian embassy said, congrats, have a good rest. So the shitheads that should have been helping him this whole time was like, hey, cool, man.
It's too much fun to watch him squirm, though, you know?
What can they do? He signed a contract. We live in a society where if you sign a contract...
Yeah, bond his word. So Russian media reported that Ivanov had been mobbed at Beijing airport as he left the country. So shout out to that guy. That's
we love you, Ivanov.
We love you, Ivanov.
So
Watch you back. Like what kind of chip on your shoulder do you develop after that? You know what I mean? Like
I don't know.
Everybody loves me and I hate them.
I hate them and I want to leave their country, but they won't let me.
He's gonna go on this grumpy tour. And, he's gonna like host all these shows. He's gonna like be a sourpuss through a movie.
Yeah, he'll be Russia's grumpy cat. They'll drag him around to comic book stores for signings until he dies at whatever 18.
He's gonna get canceled for actually secretly being very happy.
I found this one, which is also sort of a follow-up from last summer. A family accused of selling toxic industrial bleach as a coronavirus cure through their Florida-based church has been indicted on federal charges.
Yes.
So, this is we covered this in episode 53 on July 10th, 2020. So finally we get the
brought to justice.
Yeah.
Is this when Trump? This is when Trump was saying you should inject yourself with bleach, right?
Well,
yes. Around the time.
It was around the time. But funny enough, these people have been selling bleach as a miracle cure since the 90s. So they were way ahead of the curve on that.
Oh, okay. So they can't. There's no plausible deniability. There's not like we were doing what we were told.
Oh no,
the stupid didn't just start. It's been going on for years.
I guess.
A federal grand jury in Miami returned an indictment Thursday charging Mark Grenon, who's 62, and his sons, Jonathan, Jordan, and Joseph. That's fucking annoying already. With one
Triple J.
It's like a Duggar thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Jebediah,
Well,
Janona.
I'm fucking Mark, and I hate being named Mark. So
why do people do that to their kid? I'm sorry.
No, that's a great question.
Jordan, Joey, Jebediah, Jenny.
It's funny
It doesn't
when they
make it
get up
easier
to
on
like,
anyone. It surely wouldn't make it easier on the parents.
It
Everyone's name sounds
is funny when they get up to like 7 kids and they start running out.
Yeah.
You know they're running out.
Yeah.
They get to Jedediah.
and then just you.
So him and the three sons get 1 count each of conspiracy to commit fraud.
Every J.
Commit fraud. 2 counts of criminal contempt, and they face a possible life sentence if convicted.
Do they eject people with it?
So Mark Grenon is the Archbishop of the Genesis 2 Church of Health and Healing, based in Bradenton.
Sign me up. I want to heal.
Based in Bradenton, Florida. The church sells chlorine dioxide as, quote,
God.
miracle mineral solution, officials said. The Grenons claim that the solution can cure a vast variety of illnesses, including Alzheimer's, autism, brain cancer, AIDS, multiple sclerosis, malaria, and COVID-19.
Oh, yeah.
That's a really random list of. It's like also the common cold, like
Athlete's foot.
gout.
A federal judge last April ordered the church to stop selling the substance, but the order was ignored. Quote, "We can say cure, heal, and treat as a free church. Don't need your approval or authorization for a church sacrament." So that's how they're getting around it. They're like, this is like our holy
Yeah, if
water.
your sacrament is poison.
There will be no corrective actions on our part. You have no authority over us. Never going to happen.
Man,
And, yeah, so
making the snake handlers look good.
I'm telling you.
Oh, I love the snake. I love them.
At least they just get. Well, they do put snakes on other people, right?
And then the snakes bite them, and they.
Yeah, if you're the devil, they'll bite you.
Oh, okay.
And this is just a spruce up from last summer, in case y'all forgot. The church's website reports that Miracle Mineral Solution was developed in 1996 by a man named Jim Humble, who is a former Scientologist who has claimed in an online video that he is a billion-year-old god from the Andromeda Galaxy who was, quote, asked to be put in the part of the space navy that watches over Earth.
So, of a credible source, this is his first fall from grace. It sucks that, how the mighty have fallen. It sounds like.
Well, this guy isn't even involved anymore. That's the best part is Jim Humble just invented bleach.
Probably off
drinking.
to a different galaxy.
yeah.
It's crazy that this is all on Goop. All Goop.
Front page of Goop. I had something I wanted y'all to sample, which is this record I got.
Okay, I thought it was going to be food. That was like a.
Normally it is. I like the back of my
That's what
hair.
you want to sample? It's a listen.
It's a listen. It's an audio sample.
More spicy ginger ale.
Oh, God.
It's ginger ale chips.
I froze them into chips. I thought it was going to be like a cheese doodle or something.
It was a pony keg of the ginger ale.
Yeah.
I got this record at an estate sale when I was back in Alabama, and I got it just because the cover was hilarious. So I'll show this to you, and I'll put this up on our Twitter so people can see it. This is
I've seen it.
That's my dad.
I looked at it.
This is Kim Mitchell. Akimbo Alogo.
And look at his hat. He's down with OPP.
Yeah. Well, so I was like, I thought that was hilarious. And I was like, damn, I want an OPP hat until I found out that OPP stands for Ontario Provincial Police. This is a bootlicker, man. He's got a cop.
Is he a cop?
No, I think he just likes the cops. He's got a cop hat.
Yeah, I thought he was a Naughty by Nature fan.
Yeah, but he likes Canadian cops. Or is that Ontario, California?
No, that's Canadian. Yeah.
Okay.
So Mounties.
Yeah.
Mounties.
Yeah. He's from Sarnia, which is just north of Detroit.
Yeah, fuck you, Canadian bacon or ham.
But yeah, I was wanted you guys to hear this one song because I started looking this guy up and
He's cool.
yeah. So this is his.
Just look at the list of songs. It's so funny.
Yeah, in fact, just read the list of songs.
Go for soda. We're all going for soda. Right
Yeah,
now.
I'm doing it right now.
My favorite, That's a Man. All We Are. Diary for Rock and Roll Men. This is
The real man's man.
Dear Diary.
I'm a rock and roll man.
Love Ties.
Okay, that's
this is
the
other
ballad.
side.
That's when you're a mother
Yeah.
and you tie your kids' rat tails together. That's
Right,
love
yeah.
ties.
These are love ties.
Feel It Burn, which is about STDs.
That spoiler. That's the power ballad.
Dope.
Feel it burn.
Feel it burn.
Our
This
love.
is a real manly lager and ale.
Oh, yeah.
Rumor with a U. Rumor has it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not to be mistaken with Adele's.
Yeah.
Much more popular song.
Yeah.
Caroline, not to be mistaken with
Neil Diamond?
Caroline.
Neil Diamond, yeah, or Beach Boys.
Called Off.
Yeah. So
That was his
And the back
career.
cover is just him looking weirdly like a shadow of a skeleton. It's absolutely terrifying.
Real weird torso outfit going on the back.
But here's the thing: he has
he's
a wedding ring on. A man of marriage.
hey, that's
yeah.
the Diary of a Rock and Roll Man. Is that
Do you-
time I stole a wedding ring from a lady?
Dear Rock and Roll Diary, tonight my wife yelled at me for being out too late.
Do we know if he's alive? Wait,
He is still alive, and he no longer has that glorious hockey hair anymore. He's totally bald, but he is still alive.
Kind of looks like
Is he
Geddy
still
Lee.
rocking?
Yeah, he's still rocking. I wanted to play "Go for Soda" because this is probably his best known song.
Most
probably a
intriguing of all the song titles.
It's got like it's got kind of a Cougar Mellencamp situation happening a little
On
bit.
the bag it says produced by him and Nick Blagona, but I thought it said Nick Baloney, and that's a great name.
Hey, my friend Nicky Baloney.
Nicky Baloney
You'll
was
take
on the
care of
ones and
it.
twos.
So
This is his most known song.
Yeah, it's
Who
got-
knows this?
well, apparently
All of Canada.
6 million people on Spotify. Probably every one of them's Canadian. The chorus of this song, by the way, the lyrics are, might as well go for a soda. Nobody hurts and nobody cries. Might as well go for a soda. Nobody drowns and nobody
the most
dies.
Canadian song I've ever heard.
May as well go for a soda.
Go for a nice soda, and everyone is nice.
The lyrics are so good. So we're in one of our blue moods. You want to have it your way. I want it mine. All this debating going round in a blue mood makes me thirsty for love. Might as well go for a soda.
Sure,
Might as
yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Go for a soda.
You can play this to 8-year-olds at their birthday party.
Kind of a family
all
song.
sorts of fun places you could listen to this song.
Yeah.
Play this at AA meetings too.
Well, so funny you mentioned that. So this song became the campaign theme song for the Mothers Against Drunk Driving in the U.S.
Yes. Go off, Queens.
Yeah.
Go off, sad queens.
And it's funny because even as recently as like the last few years, I saw somebody tweeted at Kim Mitchell. They were like, "Oh, is it go for soda or is it lagers and ale?" Like trying to be like, "Oh, you're against drinking," and then Kim
This flip-flopping motherfucker.
Well, no, but then Kim Mitchell literally goes, he's like, yeah, that song wasn't originally about drunk driving. It just became that campaign. And then he goes, read the verses. And the verses are like, seems like to be a bomb inside of your head. Well, the bomb is in my head is love. All this debating going around in a blue mood makes me thirsty for love. Like, the verses are stupid. They don't make any
In
sense.
Chicago, it's called Go for Pop.
Oh, yeah, there we go. But
That
yeah,
sounds a little better. That sounds like more of a song than Go for Soda.
Go for soda.
we don't die. For soda.
Every song in the 80s sounds just like they all sound the same.
Is the
It has
point-
like the sea of hands part, which this part is.
Oh yeah, they're still clapping in Toronto. Don't ever think they're not.
This is the same people that lose their shit to The Rising by Bruce Springsteen.
Is he trying to just be like soda is better than love because soda doesn't break your heart? Is that the argument here?
So I found this is an article from the Petersboro Examiner from 2013 where he says, well, first of all, it's hilarious because it starts off by saying, the Safe and Sober Awareness Committee of Midland liked the song's message and wanted Kim Mitchell to record a public service announcement to capitalize on the song's enduring popularity in Canada. But members of the committee were doubtful that they could get Mitchell to lend his voice to their cause.
This poor man has just been pigeonholed into being a sober superstar.
They like make up stories about it because he used to be a drunk piece of shit, and they're like, it's
And he
actually
started
not.
going for soda.
He needed to go for soda.
This is Feel It Burn, by the way. Yeah.
I like Feel It Burn, but I'm already more into this.
Yeah.
If I was a stripper, this would be my song.
But yeah, I just love that the people on this commission were like, "Whoa, we'll never get Kim Mitchell. We're never going to be able to get
too
him.
Big.
He's too out of.
He's too big, and we're too polite.
Yeah.
I don't want to bother him or anything.
This is literally a quote from the guy on the commission. Right, like we're going to get Kim Mitchell to do this for us.
The Kim Mitchell,
and so that's what they. And then the constable on the committee, David Hobson, said, "You let me worry about getting a hold of Kim Mitchell." And then it says that did not prove to be an issue. I figured
his number was listed in the elevator.
We went
quite simple.
We just went and saw him working at Tim Hortons washing dishes.
I was going to say you could probably hire him for like $500 or less.
Here, $500. 500. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that sounds good.
I mean, normally my rate is higher than that, but
but yeah, so he says that the lyrics weren't originally about drunken driving, but he says if it saves a single life, if it saves a single person from injury, it'll be an amazing achievement.
Hell yeah, dude.
Good on you, Kim Mitchell.
But yeah, but you know, me being me, I couldn't stop at just his solo career on the Wikipedia. I had to go back because every sting has their police. You know? Where did this guy start?
Can you do me a favor and throw on lager and ale?
Yes,
while you're talking about this?
Let's do that. Yeah, because this one, we're already.
Yeah, that seems directly at odds with.
This one kicks ass.
Oh, yeah, this is a rocker's rock song.
Yes, this is a rock and roll song.
What's the one, A Man's Man?
Yeah.
I want to play that one last because that one's hilarious. But I did just want to talk about his previous bands. So this guy was in a band called Max Webster. Which I'm sure we have listeners in Canada who knew who the fuck that was. I had never heard of them. But the funniest thing about Max Webster is that for some reason their Wikipedia article lists all of the band names that they didn't go with.
I love that.
Because Max Webster, it's like Molly Hatchet or Leonard Skinner.
It really makes you think that he is curating his own Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
Kim Mitchell wrote the
just
Wikipedia.
in case you would like to know.
His whole Wikipedia page too. It's like, and the town hall they said, we couldn't get Kim Mitchell, and they said you're darn to it, and we can. It's like you fucking wrote this, and no one has visited this except for Rivers.
Kim Mitchell is a sexy rock guy.
Back then, he was having so much sex, he didn't know what to do with himself. He's from Chicago, too.
He was having so much sex, and he had so much hair. He was gorgeous. Gorgeous mane of hair.
Oh, yeah. The ladies loved him. Yeah, that's for sure. Like, it says that in personal life. The ladies loved him in the 80s. That's for sure.
But yeah, so again, the name of the band is Max Webster, which is so fucking unnotable. It's not even like Leonard Skinner where it's spelled funny. It's like just
a name.
It really conveys what we're all about.
It sounds like a Disney Channel original movie.
Yes, 100%. Yeah. Max Webster and the volcano.
Max Webster and the Squeeblees Mountain.
Return to Max Webster Mountain. But for some reason they include the names of all of the tossed out ideas for the name of the band Max Webster, and these are them. The Quotations.
It's a pretty good name.
Fine. Better than Max Webster.
The quotation.
Only you think so, apparently.
Really?
The band didn't think so.
Second up, Big Al's band.
Big Al.
Again, no one in the band is named Al. No. It's not a single Al in the band.
There's a band called Abe Vigoda after the actor.
Yeah, that's
and I
true.
think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, if Max Webster was a famous actor, then sure.
Sure, but if it's just a guy.
There's that really stupid band that...
I've never had like a band name, but I have named like improv groups. And I've just like made the connection that it's all so fucking dumb. Like this is dumb. That we'd be like, we're called, a good improv name is like one syllable. We're called Stout.
It's like, okay, so you're all alcoholics. A stout.
So yeah, the Quotations, Big Al's band, Special Delivery.
Special Delivery.
That's almost as boring as Max Webster. That's
I'm
almost
into
there.
It. I like that one.
Then we're getting a little better here. Zoom.
Yeah, that sounds like an 80s
That would
rock
kill
band.
now.
With like that.
with
Right.
three O's.
Okay.
Zoom with three O's. Yeah, all caps too. And then the last
That's a little too in your face, I think.
Yeah. We don't want to be presumptuous. And then finally, there's the last two. Stinky. Mm-hmm. Such a better name than Max Webster.
Wow.
No, nobody will take him serious.
Did they get an eighth grade boy? You are so bad.
An 8th grade boy
What
name?
about Zoom? Or Stinky?
Hey, an 8th grade boy named Max Webster. And he's
How
like,
about Max Webster?
I feel like you should call this band Max Webster. And if not, perhaps Zoom or Stinky. Or maybe Girls Are Gross.
And then the last one here, the Grass Company.
Oh, God.
So that at least is something you could grab onto. Bare minimum, you're like, all right, we're going to fucking get blazed and listen to the Grass Company.
Yeah.
It's a terrible name.
This makes me think I'd love to see what other bands, like, original...
I know.
Yeah,
I was like,
Band
this is amazing if you could have a list
The
of all
Rolling Stones were originally going to be called Zoom.
We were going to be called Kumquat. Yeah, it's like you didn't start with Led Zeppelin. What was the...
And in the
Stinky.
Stinky.
it's so funny.
Hello, Toronto. We're stinky.
Well, we got the idea because after we practice, the room smells like shit.
Or
What's
maybe,
up, Ontario? We're stinky.
or maybe he's like playing a guitar, like and he's like, "Ooh, that's stinky."
we don't believe in deodorant. And I like in the Wikipedia, the actual wording is, they settled on Max Webster in 1973. It's like, you should have kept digging. That was terrible. It's a terrible name.
Did they release albums under all these?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. That's the next section I've got is their album titles. Also, the most boring list of fucking things ever. So they released 6 albums.
I like how we're shitting on this guy who was clearly just seeked into a normal life in Canada.
Kim Mitchell, if you're listening,
No, he was
call me.
Call me, yeah, call me.
He was the DJ on one of the biggest radio stations in Toronto for years and years, like until 2015
Wow.
or something like that.
Oh.
So
He's doing
doing
fine.
fine. He's not actually washing dishes at the Timmy's.
He can take a clock in the chops.
Yeah, but yeah, the album titles: Max Webster, High Class in Borrowed Shoes,
Provocative.
Makes you think.
It does, yeah.
Mutiny Up My Sleeve.
We're just like, there's no reaction.
Exactly, that's my point. All these are
It
so.
doesn't make. I'll be honest. It doesn't make me feel anything.
Right?
Yeah.
It's same as Max Webster. It's the most
Maybe.
anodyne fucking thing ever. I
Maybe
love
that-
But
it.
like Adele names are. Is this the second time I brought up Adele today?
Yeah.
Wow. I just listened to her in the car. Adele's albums are literally just her age.
Yeah.
But I feel more for for Mutiny Up My Sleeve.
Well, you're gonna love this next one because it's my favorite. A Million Vacations.
I feel like if we had
That's the party album.
if we had the album cover, we would make
Yeah.
sense of some of these.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
like
I guess the album. I guess back then the album cover
Yeah,
mattered.
it meant a lot.
Mutiny Up My Sleeve is like a guy, like a fighter pilot, and he's like flying against like some flames or some shit.
Yeah.
A Million Vacations is Kim like with some sunglasses on and full like Jimmy Buffett mode.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Like just trying anything, throwing everything against the wall to see what sticks.
Universal Juveniles.
Okay, that is what we call sex trafficking.
And the mask mandates. You can't see their
Universal
subtle
juvenile.
signs on their little faces.
They are universal juveniles.
We can't tell from their microaggressions that they're being kidnapped. 1, 2, 3, that's it. Submission hold, that's it. And that's it.
And then their final album, Diamonds.
Just
right.
2 diamonds?
2 diamonds.
You may as well go with the 3.
Come on.
I was
Diamonds.
waiting for the third.
Yeah, just diamonds.
I
Diamonds.
just really feel nothing. Like, I don't
Yeah.
feel any.
Well, you're about to feel even less.
I think he's
I
trying
feel
to.
more on a self-titled album.
Yeah, right.
Well, you're gonna feel even less now. This is Diary for Rock and Roll Men, and this might win the album. I don't know. Go for Soda's catchier, But this one is definitely more confusing.
All of these are like when we were driving to Bakersfield and we were talking about Spoon is like Spoon is just like music.
Band. Yeah.
Like they are a music band. And like that's what this feels like more to me. Like
80s
this is,
band.
Like this is like, yeah, if aliens were like to put together like 80s band,
Yeah,
it would sound like
if they had
this.
a bot like online to
Right.
put together 80s music.
Let's see. I gotta look up the lyrics because
This is just some
You don't gotta
barrel-chested.
look up the lyrics. They're all on the linear notes of the album.
oh yeah, that's right.
They really are.
The linear note.
Yeah, the liners. Yeah,
Linear.
Linear.
The linear notes.
The linear eclipse. That's a band name. Now that's an emo
it.
core
That made me
band.
feel something.
There we
That's
go.
an emo band in the
Linear.
fucking 2000s.
Linear Eclipse opening for My Chemical Romance.
Yeah. And Stinky.
Followed by Stinky.
Stinky.
And the Red Jumpsuit Apparatus.
Did they do that song about hitting women? Or is it?
I don't know.
No, there is a song.
The Red Jumpsuit Apparatus does a song.
Ken Mitchell classic.
Yeah, oh, I thought you meant the red suit jump out,
No,
red jumpsuit
no.
apparatus with their new hit. You're testing me, honey.
No. Who's the band we sang this the other day or recently? It was like, do you feel like a man when you push her?
Whoa.
Talking about.
Oh, yeah, what were we
Who
talking
sings that? I'll look it up.
Oh, fuck yeah. We were,
Anyway, I love songs about hitting women.
Why
Especially
aren't there
ballads.
more?
Yeah, and the B
What are you
side.
talking about? You don't know songs about female abuse?
Yeah, there's their famous B side also, which is "What have you been doing all day? The dishes aren't done." So,
or who
I'm
could
right.
forget?
That is Red Jumpsuit Apparatus.
oh no shit,
It's
okay.
called Face Down.
Jesus.
The lyrics written by Andrew Dice Clay.
No, the lyrics written by Luther Campbell. Face down.
Do you
Ass
feel
up.
do you
Yeah.
feel better now as she falls to the ground?
Oh, so he's talking to. Okay, well, at least it's not pro.
No, it's not pro.
Really, for a minute, I was like, I don't know anything about.
It's not like it was like a fun party song.
The lyrics on this one, by the way, there's a diary for rock and roll men. You catch them as they free their minds. From one crowded street to another, from one hog town to the next.
Men are deep.
We really
They'll
are.
tell you why. They'll tell you why the world stands on end, why music is the luck of friends. From any state to any province, there's a diary for rock and roll men.
So gather round, young children, lo, and listen to the rock and roll man blow.
The chorus, by the way, sometimes we got smoking guns, rock and roll whips. Sometimes we got lemon twist lips. Sometimes
That's a good
we
rhyme.
sometimes we like circles and dots. Sometimes
Circles and dots.
sometimes we love like open hearts.
Sometimes we loved icy pops. Sometimes we eat
Sometimes we like
cheese.
shapes.
Sometimes we like shapes.
Now here's the
Circles
part.
and dots and triangles.
It's like the same 8-year-olds writing the lyrics too.
An 8th grader is writing these songs.
Oh, I saved who the lyricist is for the last thing I'm going to tell you because it fucking blew my mind. And this is pertinent to what we were just talking about with the tasers. Sometimes we get electric shocks when we get our words mixed up. It's like, baby, sometimes I said the wrong thing. You didn't have to taser me.
Don't tase me, bro.
Yeah, don't tase me, bro, just because I called you a bitch in front of your friends.
There is a line.
There is a line.
Don't make me cross it.
Don't make me put on my red jumpsuit apparatus.
It's like a really watered down song and being like, I'm a rock man and I can do whatever I want. But it's like, I like shapes. And sometimes I have thoughts. It's like, nah.
Sometimes when I'm deep at night, I have thoughts too. Think about shapes and dinosaurs and ships.
My name's Max Wexler. What's that?
It's
Max Webster.
Webster.
Yeah. The last thing I wanted to tell you is that the guy who co-wrote all the lyrics for this, he was also the lyricist for Max Webster. His name is Pye Dubois. Pye Dubois, and he is a poet and was considered an unofficial, non-performing member of Max Webster. So he was literally just the guy who hung around and wrote the lyrics and stuff.
Yeah, he's like the Svengali.
Yeah, sort of. But also, he wrote this song.
He wrote Tom Sawyer?
He fucking wrote Tom Sawyer by Rush.
This guy did?
The fucking Pi Dubois, the guy who wrote The Diary of a Rock and Roll Man, also fucking wrote goddamn Tom Sawyer.
So he was
Rush.
just a little Canadian kingmaker, huh?
Yeah. Well, that was, they said, one of the things that led to the decline in Max Webster was Rush took him out on the road, and Geddy Lee was, he kind of treated him like a younger brother, like an annoying
that's
kid
what I was
brother.
Say. He kind of looks like Geddy Lee.
Yeah, they're going for a style, man. That was the style. But anyway, that blew my mind this morning. The guy wrote, and it's funny because now knowing that, you go read the lyrics of Tom Sawyer, you're like, oh, this is like Dada. This is trash. Like the song rules, but
he's never known for the lyrics.
No, his mind is not for rent.
Don't put him down, he's arrogant.
Yeah.
Oh man, I fucking love Rush.
I do too. Yeah. So, but that blew my little mind today. Anyway,
how about
Who's
that?
Tom Sawyer?
Who's Pie?
Who's Pi Du Bois? What was it?
Pi Dubois. The song's about Tom Sawyer, but really it's about Pi.
Me and Rivers just entered like this separate nerd hole just for a second. Like, Rush is awesome. It's the science fiction lyrics.
Carly, Sam, Carter, are y'all ready for our jam of the day?
Yes.
Sure.
Please.
Let's give it. Who is it now?
I was just Rivers. I was listening to this in the car until I drove. I swear to God, I was screaming this in my car.
This is absolutely unreal too. Yeah.
Wow. All right, so I'm gonna.
Is this Sweet Virginia?
This is Meat Virginia.
Meat Virginia.
Fucking respect the train.
I was in my car singing this at the top of my lungs, thinking, "Man, what if I did an acoustic cover by myself?" I don't sing. I have no musical talent whatsoever. But I was like, I'm gonna do like an acoustic Meat Virginia cover.
Let's work on that. Let's.
You'd kill it, honey. You'd kill it.
There's a band.
I was gonna say, yeah, we'll.
Right
Yeah.
I have no.
We're doing
this.
Notice. Well, yeah. So I don't know. You don't listen to the show, Carly, but we listen to songs and then we check out the YouTube comments and see what the people think. So today's jam of the day is Meat Virginia.
If anyone would like a,
I was gonna say you can go ahead and sing along.
Serving vibes up here.
Absolutely not.
Your birthday, I'm gonna I don't know.
Get trained to play.
I'm gonna get trained to play the song.
And then
for
Kim Mitchell.
Kim Mitchell will play the song for you.
Yeah, we got to call up Patrick O'Mohulahan or whatever his name is.
Get pie.
Yeah, bye.
Get Pi Dubois on the case. But yeah, so this is off of their first record, which came out in 1999. Let's get down into these comments here. First up, Luke Campbell, 3 months ago. Meat Virginia is so good. Makes me go like this.
Is this I like that the idea that people are just discovering this song. Yeah. He's like 16 and is like, oh, this is good.
Makes me go.
It's like, stop doing that. You have to stop doing that or I'm going to spray you in the face with mace.
Is it just a bunch of M's?
Yeah, it's just a bunch of M's.
He settled into that tasty groove.
Engravings Ocelot from 2 months ago. I am single, but this song...
You are.
I am single, but this song makes me kiss my imaginative wife.
Oh, that's sad.
It's not imaginary, imaginative.
I do think of the song as men listen to it and envision what Virginia is to them.
Oh,
They're
believe me.
She's like a hottie.
Oh my God. So many
Can't
of the
wait to meet my Virginia.
Yes,
like that kind of a thing.
Dude, I've filtered out so many of those. There was so many comments that were just exactly what y'all just said.
Anyway, I'm in jail.
Can't wait for my Virginia. Write me.
Can't wait to meet Virginia on the outside.
I bomb atomically from 10 months ago. After high school, I worked in a sporting goods store in New York City called City Sports in 2000. I sold shoes and pretty much worked retail. This song was on loop because it was a corporate-approved playlist. In those months that I was working there, that's when I decided to join the Marines. And while this song was playing in the background, little did I know what I was getting into. So this song...
I thought this song fucking sucked.
Well, guess what? And also the year. Note the year. 2000. What a fucking shit-ass time to get into the military.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, we're not at war.
This is a song they use when you re-up.
I mean, I think it's funny that this song broke this person. They were like, all right, fine, I'll go in the military.
If I could listen to Train on a loop, I'd probably be like, I need to make some changes.
If you listen to it in reverse, it's like, join the military, join the Marines.
From 1 year ago, what if you had chosen the winning team? You made us all hate you. I hate you. So thank you. Thank you so much. I will take you to hell on my back if need be. I will never compromise.
See,
Is he talking to Train directly?
I think so. I think I like that he's like, you. What if you chose the winning team? You fucking started making that hey soul sister bullshit, and I'm gonna kill you.
Carly, on this section, there's generally a bunch of completely non sequitur.
Oh yeah. There's lots of unwell people on. I should look up "unwell" by Matchbox 20. I bet that's a hell of a comment section.
Oh, that's probably a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm up in the comments like I'm gonna do an acoustic version. I don't really play music, but I'm gonna do an acoustic version. Me singing.
Oh, there was one guy who would not stop. He would be like, "Train our legends of the 90s, 2000s. It would be a great honor if you checked out my acoustic piano version." And he posted it like 1,000,000 times, and it was crazy.
Crazy good?
No, I didn't click on it. I was so annoyed. If he'd just done it once, I might have given him a click-see, but no. Don't tell me over and over.
Don't inundate my feed with your content.
Hershey Boy from 1 year ago. You're shameless, Fiona.
Does he think Fiona Apple did this song?
I don't know. I have no idea. Or maybe she thinks it's about Fiona Apple.
Or he's just mad at his girlfriend.
Or at a woman named Fiona. Yeah.
I think, the YouTube comment section are people where just air their grievances to nobody under the presumption that people are going to see it and be like, yeah.
There's also people who are tremendously fucked up. Eric Rodriguez Jr. from 2 years ago. Train on Easter. Waking up at 8 makes me feel invited. Coble now I and hope for a better B-day.
That is like that's someone who has celebrated their birthday alone.
Yeah.
And they got really drunk and they're listening to Meet Virginia on repeat. Because they used to have a girlfriend named Virginia.
Lixa Chastain from 1 day ago. Hey, Mr. Train, haven't called, LOL. You are so not my type, as if. Little old hood lady high. Bennett Court, take that hit.
Okay.
Pat Monahan did not. Didn't call him.
Pat Monahan, the lead singer of Train.
I was like, that's his name.
I think
Call
you know
her
it.
back. Pat, call her back.
Yeah, I got some misconnections. You played in Tampa, and we had a moment.
Remember that one song you played, and I was in the third row.
You had a song about Virginia and meats.
You threw a guitar pick, and it hit me in the eyeball, but I forgive you.
I forgive you because you are perfect.
Solo song that I liked too. He had a solo.
I did not know. Why would he have a solo song?
Because
what could he not accomplish through the Train format?
It is. God, what's the song called?
This is very important.
It is because I'm gonna go in my car and pretend I'm gonna do an acoustic version of that. It was called
I like you got the arrangements down.
Yeah.
I think it was called Her Eyes. I don't know.
Her Eyes.
I mean, I think more people know of Kim Mitchell than whatever this is.
Okay.
I cannot imagine.
I'm offended. The first thing that comes up on people also ask, is Pat Monahan still married?
Well, that's like one of those where it's like you hear
Ladies,
you're
enough. Fuck back Pat Monahan.
That's like one of those where you're like Connor Oberst made a quote unquote solo album. You're like, I thought the whole thing was just him. Like, I can't imagine anyone else knows anyone in Train besides the guy who looks like Jason Bateman.
Right. Yeah.
Dakota Carvel from 1 month ago. I'm looking forward to meeting you, Virginia. I am DC. You are AC. I am X. I am waiting. I am able.
Let's put our parts in each other.
I am robot. I am horny. Horny bot.
I am robot. I am legend. Let us mix. Let us mix, train.
Oh no, she's back. Lixa Chastain again from 3 months ago. Married now, not. Took my original birth name back. Jesse's my brother. Ha! Love you. Mean it.
Love you, mean it.
Love you, mean it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably the last one from her. She's gone. Let's move on. Jesse C from 9 months ago. Hey, LA, it's Lixa Chastain again. Love your stuff in Columbus, Georgia. Hope to see y'all perform. And then she gives her phone number.
Oh, let's call him right now.
And I can say that is a 334 number, and Columbus, Georgia is right across the river from Phoenix City, Alabama, which is 334. So I think that's legit. So
wow.
Yeah. Got a couple more
this
here.
This really is the bathroom wall of the internet.
We should call them and ask if they remember leaving the YouTube comment.
What were you thinking?
Hello.
Hello.
This is Lixa Chastain.
Lixa.
Yeah, Alexander Chastain.
Licky Chastain.
This is Leaky Chapstick.
I'm actually Lisa, but I'm straight edge now. Got a couple more here. Jennifer DeLay, who was on here yesterday too on That Smell by Leonard Skinner. Hey George, you got a scabies.
Look out!
Just one though, not multiple. Just,
that's good.
You got one scabies, George.
Carl, you know this song. Is there any reference to scabies or George in this song?
There's a reference to a mama who fixed carburetors and a daddy who wrestles alligators. But other than that, yeah, because I saw one and
I can't believe you don't know every lyric.
The lyrics of Virginia.
I'm more of a Drops of Jupiter kind of guy.
Dude, I used to go to this taqueria in Austin, and they had karaoke, and every time I'd go in, I would accidentally go in on the karaoke night, and the singer, who was like a Mexican dude, like only spoke Spanish. The one song he knew in English was Drops of Jupiter. And every time I would come in, he would point at me, and then he would sing it. Every time.
This one's for you.
And I know what you like.
Cartoon.
This is for my friend.
Super Evil Monkey 88 from 4 years ago. I met Virginia once. A bit neurotic. Sort of hot and sexy. Oh. The common...
All right, Dad. Get off the internet, Dad.
Oh. The Commonwealth of Virginia. Either way, they both suck. The girl and the state.
I like this idea that men also who listen to the song also think there is like one Virginia. Like, I met her. She's a fucking bitch. Huge tits though.
I'm a pig.
Well, this
or someone's like, meet Virginia's code for Lindsay Lohan.
Jason Sharp from 8 months ago. I used to sing this song to the love of my life and poke her when she was depressed. I would kill to have her back in my life, but all things come to an end. And I just either way of him using the word poke is bad.
Also, the I would kill to get her back part's pretty bad.
Pretty scary.
And
all of his friends got to cut ties with that guy.
yeah. And finally, Melissa Marcoux from 4 years ago. I do not know, but what does it mean when you see visions of white cab semi trucks during the day before, and it's there after 2 days in a row with transportation on it? Sounds like money. Gift from God. When you pray poor people and cure cancer, property is tough, rough, and unnecessary. Trains!
This person just likes trains, I guess.
After all is said and done, what more is there to say? But trains!
Can't believe that, an original band idea name. Before trains was Choo Choo.
It's like...
yeah, we're like shitting on Max Webster and Zoom, and it's like train.
Train is also a terrible band name.
It was Choo Choo. Stinky and
Stinky train.
That's a good name, though. That right
Stinky
there
train?
is a good name.
Stinky train.
I'll text. Yeah, I'll text somebody while I'm sure. Like the stinky train has left the station.
There was a bar.
Disgusting.
There was a bar band in my hometown, and this would be on marquees and stuff, and no one ever stopped them, and they were called Underground Railroad. and it was indeed just a bunch of like 40-year-old white guys playing fucking wagon wheel and shit, and you're just like, do they know?
Yeah, they
Do
know.
they-
They know.
No, I don't think they do. I think they're just that stupid.
Like, southern band that it was like Dixie, the Winn-Dixie line,
The Winn-Dixie line.
cotton crop south.
We're the plantation houses.
Well, and that is Meet Virginia by Train, our jam of the day. Carly, where can people find you on the internet?
If you Google train, Google Meet Virginia.
Train acoustic set.
Go to YouTube, type in crazy woman singing train in car.
Follow me online at Carly J. Garber.
Yes, absolutely. It's still my favorite tweet of the pandemic. It's the one about there's nothing but eating anymore.
Nothing but eating.
Yeah.
And that's still what I go by, even with things opening up. It's still
Lately,
true.
that's my life goal.
Listen, we don't need to wear masks outside, but you can eat. You can eat.
Oh yeah.
Carter, where can people find you?
You can find me at Carter_Glasscock on Twitter and Instagram. Yeah, hit me up, drop me a line. I don't know why I'm dragging this out, but
We have to hit a certain length or we don't get paid for this one.
that's right. Yeah, Elon Musk won't pay us.
Yeah, George Soros.
Yeah, George Soros.
Sam, where can people find you?
Slam harder at TikTok and Twitter. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
You could check
Represent.
Twitter for the TikTok that's too hot for TikTok.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, hilarious.
Sick.
I'm so mad they won't let you post that.
I didn't know you couldn't curse on TikTok.
You can, but I think there's a plethora of things that could violate the terms of service.
And Sam, of course, has his other fantastic podcast, Shermed Out. And
Yeah.
we're going to be picking a winner of the weird comment contest tomorrow. So go to Apple Podcast, give Shermed Out 5 stars, write something weird, and then take a screenshot and then send it to me. And then tomorrow I'm going to be going through, after we record the show, I'm going to go through, find the funniest comment, and you will be getting a t-shirt for free from prowrestlingtees.com/thegoodspod. So go rate Sam's show, give him 5 stars, get fucking dunk on that hater that was like, this is a snooze fest. Fuck
Say
you.
that you like the part when Cooper quits the podcast. Which has happened now twice in 11 episodes. Live on air.
And if you like that, definitely check out the TikTok, Too Hot for TikTok. So do that. Find me on Twitter and Instagram at Rivers Langley, and head on over to patreon.com/thegoodspod. I'm going to be doing a new episode of Dr. Rock and Captain Fantasy, another radio show. Will be going up sometime in the next week or two with my friend Chandler, and we got tons of bonus content over there. And of course, we'll see you